Hey guys, welcome back to another Big Dog Fishing Adventures episode. Today we're in the shed working on the boat. Last night me and Harry whacked a few hours at the boat welding and we realised our welds start to get a little bit shitty. So we've got the little tacker here, just a bit of a backup bottle. This puppy's empty, so I'm just going to take it off, whack that puppy in and then start welding again.
Yeah, that's it. We've got this one while we wait for another big sucker, so hopefully this will do us until that arrives. So we'll show you guys how we get it off, chuck the new one on, and then we'll wheel this one out the front to get picked up again.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we do here, Bluey?
Pretty simple, literally just unloosen the bolt here. So that's loose enough, you can just undo it with your hand. On the ground. Literally just take this off, get the gas, remove the gas bottle from its little cage we made. So just literally opens up. These big dogs are pretty heavy. So how do you want to do this, Harry? Ready?
Yep, you got it, mate.
Yep. Get Harry under the. And we just take that one out the front, and that one gets a new one. We get a new one tomorrow, and then
Feel good, mate? Yeah, you beautiful.
And then same as we did with the previous bottle, literally just grab your gauge and just tighten that back up. And just do it hand tight first, and then just grab your. There we go. And then just tighten it back up, and then Bob's your uncle. Obviously turn it on before you start welding, and that's it. You use argon gas while you're welding aluminium. So yeah, it's pretty simple.
Alright, so something really important when you're welding with aluminium and this MIG welder is to make sure you've got a really good gas flow. You want to make sure it's spot on, so then you get the weld you really want. So we've got this little gauge here which helps us test our gas flow. What we want it at is about 19 to 20. Really just up at that top range is really good for your welding. So we'll use this, chuck it on the end, and we'll get Blue to hit the button on the back. And as you can see, that's around just a bit over 15. So we'll turn that up just a little bit. So we use this little blue knob here, and we just turn it a little bit, and we'll give it another crack. You ready, Bluey?
Yep.
As you can see, that's pretty close. I reckon we can probably just go up a little bit more. Twist it just a touch more. Give that a crack, Bluey. And there we go. That's probably in that good area, right up near 20. So that's just a good little trick if you want to know how to get good gas flow. Get yourself one of these. Make sure it's spot on, and you'll be getting your weld spot on hopefully too.
It's been a big couple of weeks on the boat, hasn't it, Harry?
Yeah, a lot of boring stuff. That's for sure.
Just something that's not very interesting for you guys. Just welding out the hull of the boat. Just, you know, most nights just cracking on. That's why we ran out of gas, but we're getting to the important stages of the boat, Harry, where the big donk's going to hang off the back of it. Yeah,
the big 300 Yamaha, pretty exciting. News that it's arrived, so we have to get down there and unpackage it, I reckon. We'll show you guys once we're down there, but we're getting on to the more exciting stuff now, the transom, which is quite a big part of the boat, you could say.
Big part, very important.
Yep, so I reckon we chuck on this back bit and we'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
You got it, mate?
Make sure it's sitting in the actual hull. Maybe all way look good. There you go.
All good.
Now just put the clamp on for a bit of stability. But Mike's going to come down, isn't he, Harry?
Yeah, come give us a hand with this. This is definitely something you want to get right. You don't want to be messing up the transom, that's for sure.
But he's not going to do the work for us, he's just going to overlook it, and we just want him happy with the work because then it knows it's a quality weld, it's not going to break.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to lose the $60,000 motor off the back.
Nah, that's for sure. That'd be, oh God, I wouldn't even know what to think if that thing fell off.
Yeah.
You'd be sitting there, wouldn't you? Like a headless chicken. So, well, we may as well, I reckon we take you guys up. We'll just show you the work we've been doing over the past few weeks. Not that interesting, but you know, it's something to show, just our progress. So we'll get up there and we'll show you guys how we've been going.
Yep. So this is the work we've been doing. It's been a bit of a mission, hasn't it, Harry?
Yeah, slow work, but you got to get it done, don't you?
That's it. But all we've been really doing It's just stitch welding these stringers, just so it has a lot of support and strength, because you don't want anything falling through. But a quick question for you, Harry, or to answer for the viewers, why are these two bays different to these?
Well, this is a big difference to our old boat. We've got 2 big fuel tanks here.
Oh yeah.
So with our last boat, you know, we could only go so far, but we really want to target the big fish, don't we?
Yeah.
The swords, all that. So we've got these 2 bays here. This is our, this is all the area where we'll chuck our big fuel tanks. So hopefully we'll get about 400 litres, would you say, mate?
Yeah, I reckon about 400.
Yeah, so that can kind of take us anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
You can really go for game fish then. So,
Yeah.
yep, that's why we've got these big, flat iron here, so we can lay these fuel tanks in. They can sit in nice and snug.
Bit of rubber goes on top so it doesn't scratch and all the other things.
That's it. So, yep, so when you see these, this is all our fuel tank area. So we've got a lot.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of fuel to play with, that's for sure. But we've only got 2 bays at the front left to weld out the hull. And then the big day comes, Harry, what happens?
Well, we're going to have to flip the boat, won't we?
Oh yeah.
That is going to be, I reckon, almost a historic day for us.
Get a few boys over, have a few beers.
Yeah.
We're 18 now, so we can do that.
Yep, a nice barbecue, and we'll get the excavator out, we'll flip her over and we'll weld her out. It'll be a big day, that's for sure.
And then she gets to get put on that new trailer.
Oh, mate. Can't wait for that to sit up there. She's going to sit like a king, I reckon.
Oh yeah. But still got a little bit of work to do till then, so we'll chip over that.
Yep.
But I'm really excited to see this new donk.
Yeah, me too.
So,
oh, God, it's going to look good, isn't it?
Not too long now till we get to go visit and go have a look and unbox it.
Yep, that's for sure. So, I was welding last night, and as you can see down along here, got some nice welds, and then here they started to get a bit dodgy. So, see the black on these welds, that means you haven't got enough gas and you're letting too much oxygen in. So that's when we kind of thought, didn't we, boy?
Yeah,
it might be our gas here, not us, I reckon.
Yeah, you're doing good welds, and then it all started to go downhill and we're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So we figured out the problem, and as you saw this morning, we whacked a new gas bottle in. So
now we're back up and we're ready, so I reckon we start smashing out a few welds. We've got no excuses now, so...
It might take us a few days and just slowly chip away because we don't want to rush it.
Yeah, certainly time consuming. It doesn't look like a big job, just these little welds, but when you think about it, it does take your time.
And that's why we haven't really been filming, because like...
That's it.
It's not that interesting.
It's just been the same stuff the whole way, so...
Yeah. So these are the last stages, so we're getting there.
Yeah, we're pretty close, mate.
Last 2 bays of the internals of the hull anyway, and then the big day arrives. Flip her over on the trailer, hopefully.
Yep. Alright, I reckon we just get this done, mate.
Yeah.
Let's crack into it. It's looking alright, not too bad. And then just get the wire brush. Scratch this just so your work looks more pretty, so you can be more proud of it. And then we'll keep going along, and then like last time I said in a couple of videos ago, we'll leave this one. Once we do a couple on here, we'll go over to the other side, so just so the metal doesn't get too hot and buckle. So we'll keep going along here though, we'll get this side done. So when we're welding, the main thing we want to achieve is we call them stacking the coins. As you can see, looks like coins that are just kind of sitting on top of each other a little bit. That's kind of the ideal weld. It's kind of just like pulls on top of each other. That's why when you're welding, you just want to create a pull, which will be one of these circles here, and you just move over a little bit, just so the other pull next to it kind of runs into it a little bit. That's the main weld you want to get, and if you can get those looking nice and make sure it touches both surfaces, I think you've done a pretty good job. So I'll keep doing this and we'll finish this side of the rib off. Alright, so we're not going to bore you with hours and hours of us just welding and welding and welding, but what we will do next, we want to show you because it's just boring, but I'll go over to this part now, clean it all up, and I'll just do the same, weld the outside, come back over to this side, weld the inside of it, leave that to cool down, weld the inside of this part. You know, you kind of get the gist of it, going back and forth just so you don't put too much heat into each rib. So after this, I reckon we've had a call from Matt, and he says he's got a bit of a surprise for us, hasn't he, mate?
Yeah, I'm quite excited about it. So
I don't think it's a very small surprise though, is it?
It's one of the biggest surprises we've had. It's gonna push this vessel.
Yep, so I'm very keen to get down there, and trust me, when you see it, your jaw's gonna hit the floor, I reckon. Yeah, it will be spectacular.
We'll get down there in the next few days and open her up and film it, and yeah, it's quite an exciting part of the boat.
For sure, I can't wait to show you guys, so I reckon let's get to it then.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright boys, it's finally arrived.
Yep,
we've got a nice brand new engine underneath those covers, so I thought I'd get you guys down to do the honours of opening it up and cutting the strap and lifting the covers off it and exposing it to everyone on your channel what you're putting on the back of your new boat.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Excited I can get to it.
So there's the scissors, mate. No worries, go for it.
Alright, here we go.
Got to unzip it?
Yeah mate, you unzip it.
Already looks shiny.
Here we go.
Don't scratch it, mate.
Nah, certainly don't scratch it. Have a look at it, mate.
That down the middle.
Wow. That's the motor, eh?
Guessing it's boxes. Sweet. Look how shiny it is, big dog.
Imagine this thing singing, mate.
Look
Oh
at that.
my god.
That's unreal. That's so sexy. How's the pearly white on it?
Jesus.
Something different?
That is, it's got to be one of the nicest motors I reckon I've ever seen. Let's have a look at it
I
all.
don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Looks so good.
Bloody
Oh,
hell.
wow.
Alright boys, so you've unravelled the engine now. I'm going to show you a few components, and I might just talk about a few little bits and pieces about the engine.
Yep.
And what you can expect as well. So because you've gone with the 300 with built-in steering system, and you've gone Helm Master EX as well on the single engine, I'm going to show you some of the components out of this box. So first things first, mate, the most exciting part, joystick.
Yeah, it's like a video game.
Have a go with that.
We had a go at this at the boat show, and it was pretty simple to use.
Yeah.
Takes you a little bit to get used to everything, but
It will, and it takes time, but you know, the more you use it, the better off you'll get really good at it, and you'll be able to dock and do whatever you need to do out on the water.
just
So
like playing Xbox again.
yeah, exactly right. Yeah, get the PlayStation out. Yeah. And because you've got the Helm Master, you've also got autopilot too. So
Oh yeah, forgot about
even
that.
though it doesn't look like much here now, but that's our autopilot system. So we've got heading hold, course hold, track point, pattern steer. So you know, using that out when you're trawling for salmon or tuna or whatever, these are going to come in real handy. You know, especially long trips out to the shelf and things like that.
Have to be on the wheel all the time.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you always want to be, you know, in control of it and making sure nothing's going wrong. But this just takes that, you know, that fatigue of driving the boat continuously out of the situation. And then obviously, you know, because you've got a centre console walk around style vessel that you're building, we've obviously got a side mount control to go inside next to your.
Have a look at that.
So
pretty fancy.
Have a go at that.
You're going to be on this more than me, but that's.
So as you can see, there's no old school push-pull cables here. This is all electronic driven. So it's mainly one big harness that'll go from the front of the boat all the way down to the engine, and then we'll bolt everything together. And obviously I haven't. We've got electric steering bolted in too.
It's even got up and down speed too.
Yeah, so it's like a small amount of cruise control. Basically, you can pick your speed on either based on RPM or GPS speed, and we can. You know, when you've got it into gear, you've got about 10% increase or decrease when you're operating the speed controller on there. So instead of moving the handle, you just flick the button and it'll just come up in 50 RPM increments.
Pretty impressive.
So there's heaps to do, there's heaps to know, there's heaps to use. So when we get to that point of operating the boat and the engine's on, we've done some water testing and things like that. Mate, we'll get you guys. You guys are going to be doing this.
It's going to look big on the back of the boat though.
Sure will.
And down here, obviously, just so you know, part of the steering system, we don't have a hydraulic steering system anymore. It's full electronic. So this big cylinder down here is actually the steering system itself. It's all integrated.
It's so impressive.
And the other thing is, like, once we've set it all up, you'll have a propeller light that sits in here, and that just warns anyone if you're in Helm Master mode. It warns everyone around you that you're in it, and it's, you know, the vessel's sort of under computer control.
So all those new little electronics that just blows your mind away.
Oh, mate, as I said. And as you can see, the sun probably doesn't do it justice today, but it has a pearlescent white through it. So
when I got up close to it before, it's got that little bit of tinted glitter.
Mate, it looks unreal. And and the pronounced lettering as well, chrome pronounced lettering on the side and on the back here. And it's a shame you can't see it, but there is a 300 sitting underneath that panel there. That tells you the exact size. So.
We're going to get a fair bit of pace out of this 7.4.
Yeah, I reckon we'll be pumping, I reckon.
Fuel bill's not going to be looking too good.
Nah, she'll be right.
You won't need to use it too heavily, so you'll be able to just drive it and cruise, and your fuel efficiency will be there. But mate, there it is. It's all ready to go.
Very, very impressive.
So now it's up to you guys to get this boat done, hey? And
that's it.
You know, spent a few hours in it this morning and yesterday. And
perfect.
Oh, Harry, how's that? How good does it look?
I know, mate. Have a look at her. She's a pretty one, I reckon. That's for sure.
Well, you've seen we've done a few hours on the boat yesterday. We pumped it out a little bit. You did a fair bit of welding. I just marked out a few things, but we're getting there.
Yeah, slowly, but we're just aiming to get this puppy on, aren't we?
Yeah, not too long now. We're about to do the transom and do a few other things to make sure this puppy doesn't fall off.
Yeah, that's it. So we appreciate you guys watching, and you make sure you guys like and subscribe, because I reckon we've got some big videos coming up. Getting the transom done, flipping the boat, that's going to be a huge video to watch, I reckon. So make sure you guys watch out for the next upcoming videos, but we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.